This is The Local Show, a service of Safe Harbor Wills and Trusts on News Radio 570 WSYR.
Another turning point, a fork stuck in the road.
We are back again, and thank you for hanging in there. I'm going to assume that the whole audience stayed with us for the past 2 hours.
I like that assumption. I do. You know what? I think when this is the last set, I think people mourn and weep because we're done.
I agree.
Or maybe they have something in their
The
mind.
only reason why I say that is because it breaks all of the radio rules. And
Yes.
when I was in radio full time, you'd have a program director rip his hair out.
Exactly.
Why would he say that? People are coming in and out. We do it by quarter hours.
So let's, I like that.
like that.
It makes it even more fun.
It makes it more, at least it's fun for me. I don't know.
Yeah, we are. It's okay.
That's right. All right. We're broadcasting from the Safe Harbor Wills and Trusts and Get Us Federal Savings and Loan Studios. Right here at iHeartMedia, you've got The Local Show with Tom and Steve. Steve, where do you go to church again? What's the name of that church?
Redeemer Church, across from Nottingham, across from the Nottingham Bulldogs. Right?
Yeah, that's a relatively new space for you guys.
It is. We moved around for a few years trying to find a spot. It's a fabulous space.
Yeah.
It's very comfortable.
I've been in that building. What was there before?
There was a
that?
daycare center in there, and it's not huge, but it's terrific. And
good.
And the acoustics are good, Tom.
Yes, yes, they are. And you always have like a special guest. Occasionally, you'll talk about, hey, Tom, I had this speaker and he was wonderful, and I guess coming up is no different.
Yeah, next Sunday. Next Sunday, here coming up in a week, Michael Francis.
Yeah.
He was in the mafia.
Yes.
And the real deal mafia. In the movie The Godfather, one of the roles, one of the people in there was based on him. Mm-hmm. And he was able to get out of the mafia alive.
Right.
And most people don't do that.
And that's really surprising because I've never heard of anybody.
No, it is. And it's amazing. He says, he was sworn in with 5 guys, 4 of them are dead, and he's out. Yeah. And he did prison time, and he had a life-changing event with him and the Lord. Right. And it's just an amazing story. And he's a really interesting guy. But 8 o'clock, it's free. Get there early. The place is going to fill up. It'd be really worth it.
So he'll be talking about his journey from crime to Christ.
Yeah, and a lot of crime. And yes, Christ too. I mean, at the end of it, yes. But
really something.
And he's very transparent. He's the real deal.
And that's next Sunday.
Next Sunday, 6 o'clock. Come on out. It'd be fun.
Sounds good. All right. Now it's our pleasure to talk with Ike Jarvis. He is the, what are you, a general manager or a?
Yeah, so I'm a manager at Chick-fil-A Sister and Clay, Community Engagement Marketing Manager.
Okay, gotcha.
Yes,
so, yeah, I knew you were elevated up there, man.
So he's very important. I think he's a milkshake dealer. Because, Tom, since they put that Chick-fil-A up on Clay,
you've gone there
I gained
all the time.
63 pounds.
He's there almost
probably. Not every. Come on. Every day.
Do people roll their eyes when Steve comes through? They just go, oh boy, here we go again.
Steve throws everyone for a loop every time he's there. He's got a different name every time.
They come up, they're like, Steve? I'm like, no, I'm Jane. They look at me like, real? No, I'm Steve. They're like, aha, you got me.
Golly.
Yeah, spices it up a little bit for us.
He's so fun.
Keeps us laughing.
How long have you been with the organization?
Yeah, I've been with Chick-fil-A right under 5 years, so about in February.
Yeah.
Or March of 2023 to be 5 years.
I see.
Yes, sir.
And you started over in Cicero. Of course, that was the only store for a while.
Correct. Yep. Back in 2018, started in Cicero Chick-fil-A and worked there as a team member for a few years, and then advanced into leadership, and then eventually went over to support the new store that we opened in Clay, and then became a manager, and then assumed the role of community engagement, marketing, and things like that. Yes, sir.
Did you go into Chick-fil-A while you were still in high school?
Correct.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Yep. It was coming right out of high school. I finished high school while I was employed at Chick-fil-A Cicero.
Did you go to CNS?
I did for a short time. I was very sick for a little while.
Oh,
and
goodness.
I did not finish at CNS. But
You don't seem sickly. You're very healthy.
Yeah.
Well, the real question is, why is Chick-fil-A's food so awful? That's the question.
I don't know if I have an answer for that.
Because every time I go there, all the time, every time, it's awful.
Yeah.
So, why is it so special?
That
Why-
might be
it's
why
a
he comes
fast
back.
food place.
Yeah.
I mean, there are lots of places that deliver food, but there's a certain, I don't know, persona, aura, whatever you want to call it, with
Right.
Chick-fil-A. How do
Yeah.
you guys pull that off?
I think that, Chick-fil-A's core values are to positively impact everyone that comes in contact with Chick-fil-A.
Right.
And so it doesn't matter who it is or who comes through those doors. Our goal is to give you an experience that you'll remember for a very long time, an experience that you won't get at other places, and we treat you the way other people might not treat you.
Does that make the food taste better?
I think it does. I think when you're happy, when you're genuinely happy with the service that you get, it makes the food that much better.
Yeah. Has the menu changed much since you started working there, or is it still the same menu items?
Yeah, the menu not significantly. We've added a couple of things to the menu since I've started, like our mac and cheese, the brownies. But other than that, no, it stayed the same throughout the years. We do have some seasonal items coming up for fall.
What's that? What do you got going?
So we're gonna have a new milkshake, and Steve might be interested in this. It's called an autumn spice milkshake, and it's gonna kind of have a fall theme to it. So stay tuned.
That peach, was that a peach thing?
That peach, yep. Peach
I've been told about it. Of course, I've never experienced it. I was told. Somebody told me about it.
Steve's a cookies and cream kind of guy.
Wow.
Any new sandwiches? Anything new with the chicken? Or
we have a seasonal sandwich that'll be making a return to our restaurants again. It's called the grilled spicy sandwich. So it's basically our grilled sandwich.
Yep.
But it's spicy, and it's a fan favorite while it's here, and it goes quick. So
nice.
Yeah.
So if people are getting ready for maybe a Halloween party, or I know nobody likes to cook on Halloween, right? They can order. Will you do delivery? You're still doing a lot of catering?
Absolutely, yes. If you don't feel like cooking or you want to host a party, we offer so many catering options, and yes, delivery is one of them. And there's numerous items and things that we can do for you guys to provide that hands-off.
Am I the only one that's gone, I'm going to swing by Chick-fil-A, and I pull in and it's a Sunday. Oh, it's really nice. I really like that they take the day off, but I wanted my... Anyway, am I the only one that does it? Is there?
Yeah. I think other people do. I'm not sure. We aren't there, so we don't know.
Did you see what he said? I don't know. I'm never there.
I feel like Steve would be one of the people who come by on Sunday.
That's right.
The cookies and cream milkshake would taste that much better.
It's great that the employees, that the company culture gives up the profit for that day.
Correct. Yeah.
I think that's kind of a big deal.
Right.
It is. Yeah. It's a silent statement. Correct.
Sure.
Absolutely.
And what made you want to go to Chick-fil-A? Was it there a special calling for you to go there?
Not necessarily. I just remember, for as long as I could remember, traveling. And if you lived in Syracuse up until 2018, the only time you could have Chick-fil-A is if you were out of state.
Right. Gone down south or something.
Yeah. And I remember the food was always good, but again, that service was always better.
Yeah.
And I feel like, honestly, it came down to I just kind of wanted to be a part of it, right?
Right.
And Jimmer dragged you in.
He got me in, yeah.
How did he recruit you quickly?
Actually, he didn't recruit me. Actually, okay. I went chasing him down. Actually, yeah. I applied, and then I called him and knocked on his door the first couple of weeks, and then he took me in, and here we are.
Will you continue to stay with the company and elevate yourself upward?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Would you get your own store sooner or later? Maybe.
Eventually. Okay. Eventually, for sure. Yes, sometime in the future. It's a long way from now, but yeah.
That's wonderful. Absolutely. Well, I think you do a wonderful job. You're a great ambassador of Chick-fil-A, and
so
you embody the very great culture that's there.
I'm hungry, Tom. You made me hungry.
Thank you. Thank you and your team.
Thank you so much for having me.
All right. Ike Jarvis right there, and you can go see him over at the Clay store. Steve, that's going to wrap up the local show.
There we go.
That's it. All done. You can go off and do whatever. On behalf of the local show and Tom and Steve, God bless you and your families. Get some physical activity today and every day. Eat well and focus on healthy living. The local show can be heard Saturday mornings at 11 to 1, and then again on Sunday morning from 7 to 9. Listen together with a friend. Get down to business and keep doing business locally. Tell your friends about the local show right here on 570 WSYR, 106.9 FM, and streaming everywhere on that iHeart Radio app.